You're 3 days into a camping trip and your Apple Watch Ultra is already begging for a charger. Meanwhile, your friend's Garmin is casually cruising through week 2 without even blinking. Sounds familiar, right? If you're nodding right now, trust me, you're not the only one. The Apple Watch Ultra has been Apple's top-of-the-line smartwatch for 3 generations, and yes, it's packed with incredible features, but there's one issue that has frustrated users from day one: battery life. Today, we're diving into the upcoming Apple Watch Ultra 4, codenamed N240 inside Apple's labs. The big question is, will this finally be the Ultra that fixes Apple's battery problem, or will we get another small upgrade that leaves us wishing for more? Stick around, because we're breaking everything down, from leaks and expected specs to the release timeline, and most importantly, whether Apple is finally ready to give us the battery life we've been asking for. Let's start with the obvious. The Apple Watch Ultra 3 just launched, and honestly, the battery life is still underwhelming. You're looking at maybe 2 days of normal usage before searching for a charger. Sure, you can stretch it to 3 days in low power mode, but then what's the point of a premium smartwatch if you can't fully use its features? Compare that to something like a Garmin or even a basic Fitbit. Those can go literal weeks on a single charge. Weeks! That kind of endurance is exactly what you'd expect from a device marketed to athletes, adventurers, and outdoor enthusiasts. So what's Apple doing? Well, for the last few years, they've been playing it safe. The Ultra 2 brought some refinements, the Ultra 3 introduced 5G and a few health upgrades, but neither addressed the main complaint flooding every review thread. People want their expensive smartwatch to last more than a weekend. Now, here's where things get interesting. Reports about the Apple Watch Ultra 4 have already started surfacing, even though the Ultra 3 just came out. This tells us Apple is pushing the Ultra lineup forward aggressively. The internal codename N240 has popped up in several leaks, and industry sources say Apple is aiming for a 2026 release. But Apple's release pattern isn't always predictable. There was a 2-year gap between the Ultra 2 in 2023 and the Ultra 3 in 2025. They filled 2024 with a titanium black finish, but no real hardware changes. So while 2026 is likely, don't be shocked if Apple pushes the Ultra 4 to 2027, depending on Ultra 3 sales. Now let's talk features, starting with performance. Leaked code mentions a brand new chip, the T8320. This would be a big leap from the current T8310 base used in recent models. A new processor means 2 things: better performance and hopefully much better power efficiency. Better performance opens doors for faster on-device AI processing, smarter health insights, quicker Siri responses, and improved offline capabilities. But the real win would be energy efficiency. Even a moderate improvement could mean the difference between charging every other day and lasting through an entire long weekend. Speaking of battery, let's be realistic. Apple isn't suddenly going to jump from 3 days to 3 weeks. That's just not how they operate. But a full week of normal use? With the right combination of hardware and software, that's not impossible. The Ultra 3 already hits 3 days in low power mode. If the Ultra 4 can push that to 5 or 6 days, and maybe give us 4 to 5 days in normal mode, that would be a game changer. Now on to rumored features. Touch ID is easily the most exciting. Internal code suggests Apple is working on some kind of biometric authentication for the watch. Not Face ID, that's too complex for a watch right now, but Touch ID is very possible. It could be built into the side button like certain iPads, or even integrated directly into the display. Imagine unlocking your watch or approving Apple Pay with a quick tap. No more typing passcodes or awkward wrist movements. Sensor upgrades are also a big rumor. Reports claim the Ultra 4 could have up to 8 sensors on the underside, far more than current models. More sensors equals better accurate health tracking and the potential for new metrics. Apple has been invested in health for years, with ECG and blood oxygen. More sensors might allow for things like blood pressure or even blood glucose tracking, features that could truly separate the Ultra from standard Apple Watches. Now about the display.
If you were holding hope for MicroLED, here's the bad news. Most reports say Apple has canceled or postponed MicroLED for the watch. The tech is just too expensive and complex for now, so we'll probably see another LTPO OLED panel. But that's not a bad thing. Apple can still improve brightness, energy efficiency, and sunlight visibility. Expect better outdoor readability and maybe smarter always-on display improvements. Connectivity is another area Apple is expected to refine. The Ultra 3 introduced satellite features for emergencies, which was huge for outdoor users. The Ultra 4 may expand this with two-way satellite messaging, so you can send and receive simple texts even off the grid. Cellular performance will also improve with more efficient modems, helping both reliability and battery life. Let's talk sales. Research shows Ultra models make up about 20% of all Apple Watch sales, a big chunk, proving demand is high for a rugged premium smartwatch. This success encourages Apple to keep investing in the Ultra line while still keeping it separate from the regular Apple Watch models. Expect a familiar starting price around $799, since dropping MicroLED keeps production costs stable. Now let's set realistic expectations. Apple doesn't do massive, revolutionary jumps every generation, so don't expect the Ultra 4 to suddenly compete with Garmin's multi-week battery life. But meaningful improvements? Absolutely. If the Ultra 4 can reliably deliver 3 to 4 days of normal use, that alone would change the entire user experience. Less charging, more exploring, less battery anxiety. And the health improvements? Those could be major. Apple has been going all in on software-driven health features. With more sensors, we might get deeper sleep insights, better stress monitoring, or even continuous glucose tracking. These would justify the Ultra's premium position more than ever. So will the Apple Watch Ultra 4 finally fix the battery problem? Based on leaks, it's looking promising. A new, more efficient processor could be the key. Combine that with better power management, and we might finally get an Apple Watch that keeps up with true outdoor adventures. Touch ID could make everyday use even more convenient. More sensors could push the Ultra into serious medical-grade territory. But no, Apple won't suddenly match Garmin's weeks-long battery life. That's simply not their philosophy. Still, a watch that comfortably lasts 3 to 4 days, that would be a huge upgrade. If you're thinking of upgrading, I'd say wait to see what the Ultra 4 offers. The Ultra 3 is solid, but if battery is your main concern, it might not be worth jumping yet. What do you think? Will you wait for the Ultra 4, or are you satisfied with the current Apple Watch battery situation? If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more tech updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.